All right, 69 days away from surgery special. Nice. We're gonna go over a few random things. I got blood work done recently. My estradiol levels measuring at 117, which is the lowest it's been. I switched my injection sites from my stomach to my butt. So I decided after like 6 weeks into it, I was like, well, I want to get my levels checked just to see like where we're at, and I didn't think it would make that dramatic of a difference, but it did. Um, Guess I need to do intermuscular if I was doing it in the butt kind of thing. Since I'm doing subcutaneous, I probably have to go back to stomach site. So fun. I got stung by a bee a couple of days ago. I got stung by a wasp, a yellow jacket. I went to bed. I was hopping in bed to fall asleep. I was like, I'm ready for bed. And then I land on this thing, and it's like, oh my God, I couldn't sleep for like 3 hours. This thing burnt like crazy and hurt. And like I woke up the next day and it still hurt. But then like day three, it was like even more red than it was like the first day. Like the second day, it wasn't that bad. It was like black and blue almost the second day. Um, Still, this is day five of it now, so it's like, okay, guess I'll take more Benadryl for that. Yeah, so yeah, our testosterone is high as well. Our estradiol is low. So our testosterone was measuring at 50, and I've been doing T-gel every other day, one pump, and so when I did my blood work yesterday? Yeah, they my testosterone should have been lower. It should have been a fair bit lower. So maybe I don't need T-gel anymore. That would be cool. It might just be because of the injection site thing, but I kind of hope I don't need T-gel anymore. I really don't like taking testosterone. I mean, but it's better than whenever my levels were down in like the 15s, the 13s, the 10s, the less than 10s. And this was all more recent when I started doing subcutaneous injections again and taking Spiro. That's when I went less than 10. But nothing's going to be as bad as taking the sublingual medication and just swallowing the pill, and also just having like only one pill a day for years, and then like switching to two pills, and like just being in the constant like 60s for estradiol and stuff like that, like high end like 81 or something. Like that was horrible. Like I wish my doctors would have paid more attention to what was going on with that. But when I went into like my doctors with concerns about that, they'd just be like, I'd usually get this one creepy doctor that's like, if you want bigger breasts, then and I'd be like, I don't care. I've had a larger chest in the past. When I first started transitioning, I was at like a 36C, something like that. And then when I stopped hormones, I didn't go back on until like my chest was basically flat again. So I didn't care. That wasn't the priority. My priority was a lot of other things. Anyway, what else? What else? So the car issue. I had just recently had a conversation about that with like my doctor and stuff. I'm like, I don't care if it freaking breaks down, but as long as I get to my physical and the anesthetic team out 180 miles away for this like facial feminization consultation for the to make sure that I'm good for surgery, right? So that's in like 39-ish days. I got to get this car situation figured out, sorted by then. I'm freaking broke. I'm working a part-time job. I have teenage boys coming into my job calling me a T-slur and stuff, and it's like, I hate them. I've already gone to high school, and I've already dealt with these like kids that like something about that cortex not being developed. And even once it is, some of these people these days, I tell you what. But yeah, let's pretend like anti-trans rhetoric isn't like a big part of society right now. Like, let's pretend I'm making that up, right? Let's pretend that I'm, and nobody else goes through it. But like literally all the girls that I talk to are like, yeah, there's only so much thick skin can do. And like, I'm at my breaking point. I'm like, I know where you're coming from. I hate this too. But hopefully this dies down someday. But like, it's probably just going to keep getting worse, and people are going to continuously be misinformed. It's great that like, it doesn't matter if somebody's not transitioning, that like they know to not transition or whatever. I preferred it whenever people didn't like know that trans people existed, to know to like harass us kind of thing. if it's not for you, it's not for you. You don't have to like go out of your way. We're only like 1%. If you're like attacking us, like guess what? There's also another 98 of you that are also going to potentially be able to attack us. If you're, a trans supporter kind of type person and you don't make it clear and you don't make it obvious, then like we don't know. We don't know. So it's like, you know where I'm coming from? So my freaking like I said, my freaking estradiol is as low as it's been in a while, since the beginning of the year. I think I was even at a higher level when I was on patches. um I was at like 224 on patches, something like that. So estradiol's low for the injection site, which is cool that we got it sorted sooner than later. I'm back to injecting my stomach. I don't want to have to like get a another one of these bumps under my skin. I've had this one for like over a month after I did the one injection because I hit something vein, whatever. But yeah, my testosterone's up to 50. And that's really high. That's really high for me, like because I've been using the T gel for I think like maybe 4 months now, something like that. So I don't know. I'd prefer to not have to use the T gel. I don't like the body hair aspect of stuff, but I feel like it kind of sort of gave me a little bit of extra body hair, but like not a lot or anything. It's still just like, yeah, it helps with like libido and it helps with like energy sort of, but is it worth it? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't like it personally. So that's where we're at with that. 69 days away from surgery. Nice. Yeah, so we hit the deer with the car and everything, and like as far as like the repair goes with that, it's like I think everything's manageable. That if I jank it together, I could just like get it done with like in $120 ish, something like that. I have like $280 for the rest of the month. For the rest of the month, it's the 15th right now. This is where my life is. And this isn't until I could start getting paid for this part-time job again, which it's a whole thing since I'm on disability and since my spine's binding, I kind of have to be on disability. Sorry. I mean, ankylosing spondylitis. I wish more people had it so there'd be a cure. I don't wish more people had it. It's a horrible thing. I wouldn't wish it on my like worst enemy, but in the case of like somebody coming up with a cure that like, oh, here's this thing and then you take it and you're good and you never have to like endure it kind of thing. I wish people have had it in the past, but it seems like maybe it's a newer illness. I really don't know. I haven't done enough research on it if it's like more of a new age condition or if it's like something that's been around for forever. But it sucks. It really sucks. And it's just like, it's so limiting and it sucks to be like 30, almost 34. I'm getting close to 34. No. Oh my God. It's going to be less than a month, like less than half. Well, yeah, less than a month away. So, yeah, 69 days until surgery. Nice. And then we got our freaking birthday coming up, and then we got freaking Christmas coming up, and then a month after Christmas, we get the real Christmas of me getting my face, so long as I don't get sick by your disgusting, germy, dirty children that shouldn't be in public. They should be put on a leash, and they should stay somewhere. They should stay in a dark room until they're better. They should know better. They should know that there's sick people out there. They should know that there's immunocompromised people out there. How dare you take your children in public? So yeah, we got to get the car together. We got this toothache. So the dentist was like, if you have this toothache for longer than a couple days after, like I already had it for like a week and a half before I went to the dentist. They're like, well, then maybe we're going to have to look into, root canal extraction. I can't afford a root canal. I'm a poor person. What do you think? So being poor equates to losing teeth, just so you know. And I've already lost so many teeth. I've already lost many, many teeth. You can't tell because they're all in the back. They're all in the back that I've lost. But I don't want to lose any more because then you lose more on your bite, more, and then it's just more pressure on other teeth, and then you start losing those teeth, and then it's just like, okay, Jesus. So this face surgery that I should have had 8 years ago, I feel like in my head, I know I wouldn't have had it, but assuming insurance, assuming there was a doctor nearby, assuming like I lived in the city, and assuming like all these things would have actually been a real thing, I could have had the surgery 8 years ago, baby. I could have, and I would have had all my teeth. I would have been taking care of myself a lot better. I wouldn't have had to scrunch as much. I wouldn't have had to feel as fearful in public. I wouldn't have had to default on certain things, and I could have presented myself a certain way. And oh my god, I'm not even doing my girl voice right now. It's like why bother? It's like I should just wait, right? I can't even I don't feel like I can even do it right now. Um I feel like I just don't have I need the big booming voice. But it's my posture. It's my posture. But like, yeah, I mean, like I could do it kind of like a little bit. It's not like I just don't feel like I look well. I kind of look like I portray the voice pretty well, but like it's just like it's just been like a whole freaking thing, right? So like, yeah, it's just like it's weird that like trans hate is like as big of a thing as it is now. It's like I think I said in this video, it's like 99% of you versus like 1% of us. And like when we make ourselves visible because we're doing work for you and like we're trying to like I need to practice. Oh my god, I need to practice. It's been a minute since I did vocal training. And I was pretty good before vocal training, but like I don't know. I just need to talk to another girly, hang out with another girly for a day and I'll be okay. I'll be square on that one. I speaking of, I have so many freaking girls that want to hang out with me and I'm just like the car and it's like if I weren't broke, yes, I would gladly go get a plane ticket. I would go hang out with you. I would gladly go meet you somewhere. I would gladly like there's a couple girls out of state that want to meet up and I'm just like and then there's just like you know what I mean? It's just like I have a bunch of people that want to do things with me and I'm just like laying here and like, oh, my spine's binding. It's like I can't like actually do anything because I don't have enough like resources to make it all work. So like realistically, I could just not eat for the next 2 months and I could get a crown and root canal on my tooth and get my car repaired and I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't buy any gas money. I wouldn't pay rent and I wouldn't like and it's just like yeah, and I'll be perfect without a phone bill. I'll be square without YouTube Premium for 2 months. I need it because I listen to stuff to fall asleep. I have tinnitus from when I was smashed into a telephone pole like 11 years ago, so like I need that background noise. I need something to listen to without like the ads coming on 3 times as loud and disturbing other people that are sleeping, and it's just like it's so stressful, right? So also, if I didn't have the surgery coming up like 2 to 3 months every month of this year that it felt like it was going to happen within this time frame, I definitely would have like drank more or like tried to drink and hated it and then like tried to drink another time and hated it and like or like I would have consumed more cannabis or like I would have probably maybe tried to smoke cigarettes again, honestly, which I'm really glad I didn't default back to that. It's been like a good 3, 4 years since I've done that, and I know it doesn't sound like it because I sound like all like I can't breathe, but I think that's more my posture. I think that's more my anxiety. I drank so much freaking coffee. My nerves are going crazy. But yeah, it's just like trying to figure out what I'm going to do to afford to make everything work. It's just a matter of this tooth getting worse before surgery, we getting it pulled, and like at least 2 weeks before surgery, we get it pulled kind of thing. I'm fearful that if I go down and I drive the 180 miles to be evaluated for this like surgery and it's like your tooth's infected, they're going to be like, we need to reschedule you. Because that's not going to fly. Insurance timeline, that's not going to fly. The way the world politics are working, that's not going to fly. With my own internal timer, that's not going to fly. Ow. Ow. But we're doing everything that we're supposed to do. everything we're supposed to be doing except for smashing into deer with our car. Why? Why? Oh my god. And I felt horrible about that. I think I said in this video, right, that people that do that, I'm just like, they definitely should have been able to stop. But then once it happened to me, I was like, oh my god, okay, I get it now. Like, so I get it now. It still sucks. It still sucks. And yeah, at least it killed the deer. It didn't have to suffer, and at least it didn't total my car. Like, I can jank it together. The wub 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 noise in my car, it's louder now. So hopefully, like, my mechanic can like diagnose the issue. And yeah, I'll just have to keep you posted in the next video. Just remember, if your kid's sick and they're out in public, the ghouls are gonna get them. The ghouls are gonna get them. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing. I need to take a nap. I need to take a Benadryl, take a nap. Make an update video when it's 2 months from surgery. Yeah, something like that. Oh, these days are long and just freaking treacherous. I feel like it's always scary just reading what's in the news and like what's going to happen beforehand, before the surgery kind of thing. Are we being rounded up and put in death camps yet? No? Okay, good. Are there any changes to insurance? Are there any changes to... And I searched constantly, and I constantly look into this stuff, and it's like, it's not doing me any good to like waste my time on it, but like, I have a lot of free time. Clearly, I'm making these videos. Documenting a lot in my life right now. So, not for everyone, not everybody's cup of tea, right? But if you want a slice of life, if you want the authentic experience of someone like me, then that's what this is. Until the next one.